Ladies and gentlemen, football fans across the nation, this is not a drill, this is breaking news that has just shaken the foundation of the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys have just pulled off one of the most talked about trades of the offseason, acquiring young star safety Sidney Brown from the Philadelphia Eagles in a bold, calculated move that has both fan bases in complete shock. Yes, it's official, Sidney Brown is now a Dallas Cowboy. The news dropped just moments ago, and already social media is on fire. Fans are erupting in reaction videos, and analysts are scrambling to piece together what this blockbuster trade means for both the Cowboys and the Eagles. Let's dive straight into the heart of this breaking headline. So first, let's talk about the terms of the deal. The Cowboys send a 2026 fifth-round pick and a conditional 2027 sixth-rounder to Philadelphia in exchange for Brown, who was drafted just last year. That's right, a relatively small price for a player with high upside and a motor that never stops running. For those who don't know, Sidney Brown, the hard-hitting safety from the University of Illinois, was taken in the third round of the 2023 NFL Draft by the Eagles. Known for his intensity, leadership, and athleticism, Brown quickly built a reputation as a playmaker during his college career. He posted eye-popping numbers his senior year, career highs in tackles, pass breakups, and interceptions. His film was electric. Brown flew around the field, hit like a freight train, and displayed incredible instincts that got scouts buzzing. He was projected by many to eventually take over a starting role in Philadelphia's secondary. And while he did flash that potential in his rookie season, injuries and depth issues in Philly's crowded defensive backfield meant he never quite secured a long-term starting spot. That said, make no mistake, this guy can ball. What's really turning heads is the fact that this move comes from two bitter NFC East rivals. The Eagles and Cowboys don't just compete on the field, they live rent-free in each other's minds 24/7, 365. Trades between them are extremely rare. For a player to switch sides in this rivalry, it's monumental. So what led to the Eagles being willing to part ways with Sidney Brown so soon after drafting him? Sources close to the Eagles front office say the emergence of rookie standout and second-year players at the safety position made Brown expendable. The Eagles also reportedly wanted to create cap space flexibility and are planning to shift their defensive scheme toward a more zone-heavy look, which may not have been an ideal fit for Brown's in-your-face, man coverage and blitz-heavy skill set. It's a classic case of a talented player being in the wrong system at the wrong time. Enter the Cowboys, who saw an opportunity and pounced. Dallas, coming off a frustrating end to the season and looking to retool their defense under new defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, needed depth and playmaking in their secondary. After losing a few key veterans and facing questions about who would step up next to Malik Hooker, this move could be the answer. Mike Zimmer is known for getting the most out of aggressive, smart safeties, and Brown fits that mold to a T. Imagine Brown playing the Cam Chancellor-type role in this hybrid 4-3 system, moving all over the field, blitzing off the edge, shadowing tight ends, and providing much-needed physicality in the run game. The Cowboys coaching staff reportedly had Brown on their draft board in 2023 and were very high on him, but the Eagles snagged him before Dallas had a chance. Now, they finally get their guy. What's fascinating is that this isn't just a depth move, this is a culture move. Dallas has been trying to build a defense that plays with a certain edge, an identity of toughness, and Sidney Brown brings that in spades. Teammates from both Illinois and Philly have praised his work ethic, his film study habits, and his locker room presence. And fans? Oh, the fans are already hyped. Cowboys Nation has erupted online. From Twitter to Instagram to Reddit, the reactions are pouring in. Some are cautious, reminding others that Brown has had his fair share of injuries. But the majority are thrilled. Finally, Dallas is being aggressive in addressing roster holes and not waiting until the trade deadline to make moves. On the flip side, Eagles fans are torn. Some are applauding their team for stockpiling more picks in what's expected to be a deep 2026 draft class. Others are livid, accusing the front office of giving up too early on a promising talent, especially to a division rival. One thing is certain, this trade has stirred the pot in the NFC East in a major way. We now have the unique situation where Brown will face his former team not once, but twice a year, and you know he's going to circle those dates on his calendar. It sets the stage for one of the most emotional and physical matchups on the calendar. Think about the drama. This is the kind of rivalry fuel the league lives for. Let's talk X's and O's for a moment. Sidney Brown excels in man coverage and in the box. He's not the tallest safety, but he's built like a tank and hits like one too. Expect him to be used in nickel packages and tight end matchups and as a surprise blitzer. Zimmer loves disguising his coverages, and Brown's versatility allows him to mask looks and bait quarterbacks into mistakes. He could see time at strong safety, slot corner, and even as a dime linebacker in heavy packages. Don't be surprised if he ends up wearing the green for the defense in a couple of years. This kid is that smart, that intense, and that driven. And let's not forget, the Cowboys still have one of the most talented front sevens in football. If you pair that pressure with improved play in the secondary, you have the makings of a top 5 defense. It's easy to get caught up in the flash of offensive acquisitions in the NFL, but defense still wins championships, and Dallas just made a chess move. Zooming out, this move also shows that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office are not content with mediocrity. After years of playoff exits and unmet expectations, fans have been calling for bold action. This move, though it may seem minor to the casual observer, sends a message they are not waiting around. They are being proactive. They're taking risks. And sometimes, that's exactly what a team needs to get over the hump. Now, of course, this all hinges on one thing: Sidney Brown staying healthy and reaching his full potential. That's the gamble. But when you look at the price, 2 picks outside the top 150, it's a low-risk, high-reward deal. If he blossoms into the playmaker he was projected to be, this trade could go down as one of the smartest moves Dallas has made in recent memory. Imagine 3 years from now, watching a Cowboys-Eagles game where Brown picks off Jalen Hurts in crunch time and seals a playoff-clinching win. The storyline writes itself. So, where do the Cowboys go from here? First, expect Brown to be introduced to the media within the next 24-48 hours. He'll likely attend mandatory minicamp and be eased into the playbook. There's a learning curve for sure, especially coming from an NFC East rival, but the good news is that Brown's style of play doesn't require him to overthink. He plays with instinct. He plays fast. And he plays angry. If he stays healthy and picks up the terminology quickly, he could be starting week 1. And let's not forget, the NFL is a story-driven league. They love redemption arcs. They love rivalries. They love intensity. This trade has all of that. The media circus around this deal is only beginning. ESPN's talking heads are going to have a field day debating who won this trade. Analysts will comb through Brown's college tape and rookie year highlights. Fans will post side-by-side stats and compare him to other safeties taken in his draft class. And most importantly, players will notice. The locker room feels it when a front office makes a move like this. It energizes the building. It tells everyone that the time to win is now. So to all the Cowboys fans out there wondering if this is a franchise-defining moment, it just might be. The Sidney Brown trade is more than just a roster move. It's a statement. It's a signal to the league that the Cowboys are hunting. Not rebuilding. Not hoping. Hunting. And if Brown delivers the way many believe he can, then today's deal will be remembered as the moment the Cowboys finally got serious about building a defense to match their Super Bowl aspirations. Buckle up, NFL fans. The season just got a whole lot more interesting. Sidney Brown is coming to Dallas. Let the new era begin.